In this video, we're going to talk about the concept of equivalent equations. Here's our definition. Equivalent equations are equations that have the same solution. Okay? Or if they have more than one solution, equivalent equations should have the same solutions, plural. Here's an example. All right, I have two equations here, and I'm claiming that this equation, 9 minus x equals 4, is equivalent to this equation, 2x equals 10. Right? And when you first look at these two equations, it looks like these two equations, they're totally different. They don't look anything alike. Okay? But again, let's go back to what our definition is. Equivalent equations are equations that have the same solution. Right? So I'm saying these are equivalent because they have the same solution. Right? And if you just take a look at these, you can see what the solution is, right? 9 minus x equals 4, right? What would make this true? Well, this would be true if x were 5, right? So if x were 5, 9 minus 5 equals 4, that would be true, right? So our solution is 5, right? And on this one, the second equation, we can say the same thing. This would be true if x were 5. 2 times 5 is 10, right? That's true. Right? So even though these don't look anything alike, they're equivalent because they have the same solution. They both have the solution 5. Alright, so for this example, I'm asking this question. Which of the following equations are equivalent? Right? You have three equations here, and I'm actually going to have you do this. I would like you to pause the video in a second and examine these equations and try to figure out which ones are equivalent. And I'd like you to write a sentence answer. Write your answer in a sentence explaining why they are equivalent. Okay, so please pause and examine these equations and determine which ones are equivalent. Alright, welcome back. You should have figured out that this equation and this equation are equivalent. Right? Why are they equivalent? Because they both have the solution of 7. 7 is the number that makes those equations true, right? So if you look at the first one, 7 plus 5 is 12, right? That's true, right? So this equation would be true if this x value were 7, right? And that's the same thing for the third one. If we replace x with 7 there, right, this would be 21 minus 2, which is 19. Okay, so you should have written some kind of sentence stating that these two are equivalent because they have the same solution, right? Because 7 makes both of these equations true. All right, for our last example here, this one's a you try it. Okay, so you're going to do this on your own, and we'll check it in class. So I have this equation here, n minus 3 is equal to negative 5. I would like you to create an equation that is equivalent to this equation. Right? So you can create any equation you want as long as it's equivalent, as long as it has the same solution.